What's going down, Avengers? Let's all assemble to a new update. For some of us, this should just be punching through right now. For the PlayStation 4, it was a little bit slower on my network than wanted. It was introduced on the 20th, but, well, it's Square Enix, and quite frankly, they roll out their stuff a little slower than normal. What's new, right? My name is Mac here at the MacGyver7 channel. Let's go ahead and jump into some Marvel's Avengers gaming news, shall we? So unfortunately, this one isn't as healthy as you'd think. Spider-Man was amazing. If you didn't already watch that, I'll have that link to the bottom. Really good update, honestly, just optimal. But let's go ahead and hop over to Pure Overlay. You can see that this came out directly through Reddit, and then this is our direct patch notes that are right over here. We'll go ahead and close this little tabby right over here so it doesn't end up being down there. So all these are basically rolled out except for Stadia. They're to be announced for as far as what's happening. Full patch notes as we slide down, and they're adding into the ping system, one of the bigger portions of what ended up happening in this update for as far as the AI team to smash the, hacked doors. So making sure that we're seeing a lot of that stuff, and a lot of that, well, functionality they said was to Hulk. So there is going to be a lot of situations for as far as they are apologizing for future problems. I always hate when they do that, but let's go ahead and see for as far as, so how does the system work in the situation for as far as the ping, so people can kind of get a little bit more to digest. The ping system is accessible by aim and triggering utilizing the reticle. The highlights in the areas for as far as the ping awaiting seems a little bit complex, but as long as you are messing with your D-pad, you should be able to notify it and then kind of play with it from there to trigger in the system. I'm hoping it plays out kind of like a Mass Effect where you can just kind of tag people and just kind of let them know, but I'm sure that they'll be evolving it as they get a better system that's kind of like dialed in. At top of the pingable portions of the reticle, and when it turns red for as far as doing the general portions of the pings in the cases, you're also going to have a hacking station to smash doors where the AI companion will run over and require an action. So that look for those actions when it comes down to those situations. The pings also remain on the screen for the distance and the indicator that they have been removed off screen. All items except for the enemies will be showing in a ping prompt when targeted. The enemies do not show this, so do not disrupt the flow of combat. Makes sense. But for as far as what ends up boiling down to the not worry part, what they're getting at is a little mumbo jumbo. Dismissing the ping as a simple, just aim at the pinged item and then dismiss the UI pop-up. The Avengers assemble in order to progress the players and still engage in those in the terminals so that you can maintain control over the mission progresses. Now scrolling down as we can kind of see the reassemble campaign and the initiative, the fixes that we want to see that are happening. Fix variable points of black screens, but we can see some rare issues when it comes down to the black screen when occurring inside of the voting missions and timers and hitting 0, and I have seen that too as well, and it's rare, but it does come about. One of the rare issues for as far as the black screen occurring in the attempting start of the mission and the players on the strike team are different progression levels in the campaign. Another rare issue hits there with also another black screen when occurring for as far as the attempted point of the boss layer, and the mission strike team members does not have. So a lot of this is for missing pieces of the puzzle for most people that are joining. For as far as the fixed issues for the players, they could be knocked out of the world on the alternate missions when on their way to the Taskmaster. For as far as the rare issues for the infinity load occurring switching between heroes and the heroes switcher at the war table, also another rare issue with the loading and the shield and the substance and the output after unlocking it via campaign, the result in the campaign mission change with regenerating supreme and the shield for as far as that 0 would not appear. Now it has been fixed for the remaining portions of the halting in the Avengers initiative progression. The rebalance of the enemies for as far as the Olympia archive and the missions. Now going down to art and animation, they have black squares where the artifacting with Thor for as far as hovering over major portions. Again, artifacting just basically means it's tearing, it looks horrible. Fixed an issue where the Hulk animation would sometimes get stuck in the initiative strange, basically just hovering, strange hold in the air. Matchmaking comes into a multiplayer fixes as we see the strike teams and the struck into the reloading portions of another player joining in the host. A lot of this is just basically getting together with your friends. Wasn't available. It's kind of cool that they're ironing some of this stuff out, but a lot of people are also probably going, where are our characters? Where's the expansion of this? And you're absolutely right. Leave a comment down below. How do you feel about this? For as far as the fixed issue on the quick match on any heroes and the result in the hulks on the single player strike teams, combat comes into some issues with Iron Man and the Mango missiles when you look at the situation where the energy that intended the results of the firing into 2 rockets rather than 3. Gears and challenges rewards fix an issue where the vendors and the timers would occasionally hit 0-0 without refreshing. Sucks. On top of the issues where the gear occasionally would not send to the lockers of the players when full in the inventory. They're still hard at work at trying to fix everything in the near future, but that is pretty much what's going to wrap us up for today and our patch notes today, everyone. So if you are new to the network, you can always like, share, and subscribe. Absolutely free, helps me out as a creator. And who knows, maybe if you do, they'll just actually add Kate or someone freaking new, because I would love to cover that. And Square Enix, you need to step your game up, stop teasing the community, and give us what we want. We want a healthy game, and it's been a good second since this has been out, so I'm kind of going, what are you doing now? I really hope you didn't shift everything over to the new Final Fantasy, even though that looks really amazing. But seriously, Square has a bad record of doing that sometimes. But leave a comment down below how you feel about this update. Let me know if there's anything new that's going down, and your boy Mac will be back in the near future for more updates. Stay safe, stay classy, and I will see you guys and gals in the near future.